Right, so we've just finished watching this. Here is our review.
Why is it straight on me?
Well, because, well, all right, I was watching the film and I zoned out. So I was listening to it, but I wasn't really paying attention because it's crap. At the beginning of the film, it shows Hulk from, number 2, like the original number 2 Hulk.
Taking on the Abomination.
Yep. And basically, apparently, that was like years, like about 10 to God knows how many years.
Yeah, basically, they're trying to say when Hulk took on Abomination, that was after Endgame. But how did Hulk go from Angry Hulk back to Smart Hulk and then, to Smart Hulk and then back to original Hulk? Doesn't make sense. There's no way in hell the way he fights exactly like Captain America does, which doesn't make sense. He's basically Iron Man mixed in with Captain America because he's got a suit. There's no way in hell the way he beats Red Hulk is not realistic. He should have died because he is human. They even point out in the film that he's human.
Yep.
He's got no powers.
Yeah, and he's also got a Batman cave.
And I don't like every single fight scene that he gets his ass whooped.
And then within 2 seconds...
the last 2 moves of the fight, he wins.
Which doesn't make sense.
In the first fight, he knees him and uppercuts him. After punching him repeatedly in the face and not affecting him once, he hits him with an uppercut and a knee. Apparently, that's enough to put this guy to sleep. Not a chance. And in the second fight, he gets stabbed in the gut with an axe. He's human. It doesn't even affect him. He's human. Even the guy points out later on in the film, he says, not many humans can take a stab to the gut. You can't. He's human. He should have died.
When he says the guy points it out, it's Captain America's friend, the Winter Soldier. Well, the Winter Soldier is the one that points it out.
But no, like I said, I don't like the film. The timeline doesn't make sense at all.
None of it makes sense.
Like I said, it doesn't make sense at all. It would have made more sense if they carried it on and actually put the Avengers into it too.
Yeah.
It would have made more sense doing that.
And I don't like how, Hulk literally nearly killed him, right? And it's not even the real Hulk. It's a president that gets infected by Hulk's blood over the years, right? He turns back human because of a flower. The Captain America doesn't even beat him. He gets his ass whooped, and then, why does he keep talking to him? Every single fight he does, he tries talking them down. He gets reminded through the whole film that he isn't the original Captain America. Stop talking to people and do your job. Like, every single person in the film points it out to him.
Right, and the only other point I've got to point out is that the general's dad of the woman who dates Banner in number 1 and 2 of Hulk...
is the president.
Yeah, becomes the president and becomes the Red Hulk. How did he go from nearly dying in a helicopter in the Abomination 2? And it says 5 months after that is when this film is supposed to be based. 5 months after the Abomination. And he ends up the president. And he ages by about 25 years as well. 30 years. Because he goes from the general who's in about 50s to about 80 years old.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make sense.
Within 5 months.
Within 5 months, yeah. And he apparently becomes the new president. It doesn't make sense at all. And like I said, I don't like the bit like she pointed out, like he talks everybody down. It's like because he can't beat them.
Yeah,
he talks
Captain
them
America.
all down in the end. He's like, oh yeah, let's just calm it down and think sense. And then that's how he beats Red Hulk at the end. I don't care about giving it away. He talks him down. I'll
Not
give it
just
away.
that, he puts a flower in his hand, a Chinese pink flower, from the pink tree in China.
It blows off the tree into the Hulk's hand.
Yeah.
Red Hulk.
Yeah, and that's how he becomes back to human.
Yeah, by getting talked down by Captain America and a little flower, and like I said, a little rose petal lands on his hand. And
yeah,
that's apparently how they beat the Red Hulk.
It is the worst film ever, and obviously with people out there struggling to eat and literally skinning yourselves just to go to the cinemas, this is a film that you do not want to waste your money on. Save it, go bowling or something. Spend time with your family, just not at the cinemas watching this.
But after Endgame, there's been not one of these films what have been decent, and the writers of
Captain America.
Yeah, all the Marvel films, the writers are basically smoking something.
The only thing that the only one that I agree with that is decent is the one with Thor and the one where he gets the one with Thor where he gets his new niece. Because that film ends, they're not making no more Thor. So I agree, that's a good way to finish off Thor. He's not spending eternity on his own, he's spending eternity with his niece. That's not his real niece, but she's from the stars. That's a perfect way to end it. Why couldn't they have ended Captain America when he was old. You know, when he came back, gave his sheet.
It would have been a better send off.
Yeah, if he would have just gave his shield to Marvel, well, to obviously the Avengers to put it in a museum or something. They could have put his shield in a museum. Like, that's a good way to remember him. All his other stuff's in a museum, instead of ruining his whole reputation by putting this guy in charge.
Yeah, and I'm just going to put one more bit in. This is my final bit. Like, at the beginning of the film, he's wearing a metal suit, like a Captain America metal suit, which gives him powers. And obviously makes him a bit more invincible to, like, getting hurt. In the end scene, when he takes on Red Hulk, he's wearing the original Captain America suit, which does not give him no protection from anything. It gets put through the White House. Literally through the White House. He would have been snapped in 16 different bits. Like, there was nothing protecting him from that barrage when he put him through the building. So he would not have survived. He would have died. 100% died. Like, so that's my last bit. And I just, don't waste your time, people.
Like, seriously, don't waste your money. Like, people are struggling to even pay for gas and electric, for God's sake, and pay for food. Do not waste your money. You're going to be devastated at this film because, like Jason said, Marvel has brought out crap films since Endgame. The only one that is decent is the Thor, and that's only because it's the last film that they're ever making with Thor. So that was a good send-off for Thor. Like, he's not going to spend time on his own. He's going to have someone to spend the rest of his life with, even though it is his niece. They've ruined, apart from that one film, the rest, they've ruined them all.
All the timelines don't fit into each other either.
Yeah, exactly. And I would like to ask, they're making a new Spider-Man film. Is that guy ever going to graduate? Every single time they remake Spider-Man, he's in college. He's in school. Is he? Like, we've only seen Spider-Man actually go out, get a job, get married once, and that was the original Spider-Man. Why do they keep sending him back to school? So, yeah, put your comments in the bottom. And like I said, it's not worth watching. We've basically just told you the whole film anyway, so it's definitely not worth watching. Don't forget to like and follow.